Welcome. I am your host, Dion Jude. Thank you for joining me on this well-being alignment meditation. There is a moment many people recognize, even if they've never given it language. You wake up and everything appears functional. The routine holds. Responsibilities are met. Yet something inside feels compressed. The breath stays shallow. The body moves through the day on momentum rather than vitality. Life is being managed, not lived. This is what inner confinement often feels like. Confinement isn't always painful. In fact, it's often familiar. The structures are known. The patterns predictable. Even the limitations offer a sense of safety. We don't stay because it's nourishing. We stay because it's recognizable. And the nervous system, wired for survival, often chooses the familiar over the expansive. Liberation begins quietly, long before any visible change. It starts the moment staying, begins to cost more than leaving. When you realize that endurance is slowly eroding your aliveness. This realization isn't dramatic. It arrives as a gentle inner truth. Something in me is ready for more space. You can feel this readiness in the body. Control shows up as tension in the jaw that stays clenched, in the shoulders that don't fully drop, in the chest that resists a deep breath. Inner constraints don't announce themselves loudly. They whisper through contraction, through caution, through the belief that now isn't the right time. But freedom doesn't require certainty. It requires willingness. Willingness is felt as a softening, a small exhale, a subtle release. Enough to take one honest step forward. Not a leap, a step. This week carries the wisdom of beginning again. When you decide that now counts as a beginning, the body responds. The breath deepens. The spine finds more length. The eyes become clearer. Time shifts from something you endure into something you inhabit. True liberation isn't impulsive or reactive. It's grounded, It comes from choosing, rather than forcing. When action aligns with inner truth, the nervous system settles. There is less inner resistance, less self-negotiation, and more coherence between what you feel and how you move. Freedom rarely arrives in grand gestures. More often, it's built through small, embodied choices. Speaking one honest sentence. Releasing one habit of self-betrayal. Pausing before saying yes when the body says no. Each act loosens the grip of what once felt immovable. There can also be grief in letting go. Even the structures that limit us once provided protection or order. Honoring that allows release without violence. Liberation that includes compassion becomes sustainable. Liberation, driven by rejection, often recreates new forms of restraint. As this week unfolds, notice where your energy is spent maintaining rather than meaning. Notice how your body responds when you imagine change. Not to judge the response, but to listen. Tension is not a flaw. It's a signal. It marks the threshold of growth. Freedom is not a single event. It's a rhythm, awareness, breath, choice. Practiced again and again. And slowly, without fanfare, you realize you are no longer living by the same inner rules. Let's start guided practice. Take a moment to arrive exactly as you are. There is nothing to fix, nothing to improve, nothing to achieve. Allow your body to settle into its position, whether seated or lying down. Let the weight of your body be held. Begin by noticing your breath, not changing it yet, just feeling where it naturally moves. Notice the rise and fall, the subtle rhythm that has been carrying you all along. Now gently invite a deeper breath in through the nose and a slow, unforced exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale, creating a little more space inside. Exhale, allowing the body to soften. As you breathe, begin to scan your body with awareness, starting at the top of the head. Notice your forehead, your eyes, your jaw. Is there holding here? No need to change it. Simply noticing is enough. Let the breath move down into the neck and shoulders, areas that often carry responsibility and control. With each exhale, imagine the shoulders melting slightly downward. Bring awareness into the chest. Notice how open or guarded it feels. Without force, invite the breath to gently expand the chest from the inside. Now feel the belly, the center of instinct and truth. Allow the belly to rise on the inhale and soften on the exhale. Imagine with each breath out, you are releasing an old inner tightening, patterns of endurance, self-control, or waiting to be ready. You don't need to name what you're releasing. Your body already knows. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a wide open space. There is no pressure to move, only the invitation to notice what it feels like to have room. Notice how your body responds to openness. Does it feel exciting, unfamiliar, relieving? Whatever arises is welcome. This is simply information. Silently repeat after me, letting the words land gently in the body. I am allowed to begin again. I do not need certainty to move forward. I choose presence over control. Feel how these words resonate, not in the mind, but in the chest, the belly, the breath. Now imagine taking one small step into that open space. Not rushing, not forcing, just choosing. Notice how your body responds to that step. A little more breath, a little more ease. Stay here for a few moments, resting in the sensation of having options. Begin to bring awareness back to the breath, the simple in and out. Feel the support beneath you, the ground, the chair, the surface holding you. Know that this sense of inner freedom is something you can return to again and again through awareness and choice. Before we close, silently repeat one final affirmation. I carry this openness into my week. When you're ready, gently deepen your breath. Invite small movements into the fingers and toes. And slowly, open your eyes, bringing this calm, spacious awareness with you. Thank yourself for showing up. This is how liberation begins.